don't know, guys. It could be any one of us. Stiff upper lip.
Sorry, I was temporarily haunted by the ghost of Brian Johnson from AC/DC. Anyways, welcome back to yet another Diablo 2 Resurrected solo self-found video. And in today's video, I wanted to showcase my my necromancer, which is a I guess you could call it maybe a poison Fishymancer. Anyways, taking a look at the stat distribution page, just enough strength to be able to equip my gear, and I've actually gone quite overboard here, and I'll explain why when we look at the gear section. Then nothing into dexterity, I don't need to, since I get a lot of extra points from my equipments, and then the rest into vitality and nothing into energy. So basically your standard stat distribution, as always. And we'll switch things up in today's video. We'll take a look at the mercenary first. And you can see that it's actually just the same gear over here that I showcased in my destruction druid video. Because yeah, this is solo self-found, so I haven't found enough runes to make multiple infinities and fortitudes, so that's why. But hey, not an issue, I just transfer these gear pieces whenever I switch characters, so it's all fine. Now taking a look at the gear. Over here at the weapon, I just have a arm of King Leoric, which is quite sad. Now realistically I would want to have a Death's Web over here to increase the poison damage, but yeah, for the life of me I just cannot find one. And it's actually one of the few uniques that I have yet to find in Diablo 2. In my previous video I showcased my favorite findings in Diablo 2 Resurrected solo self-found, and I even forgot to show you that I've actually found Tyrael's Might in that video. And yeah, so Tyrael's Might, I think it's actually even more rare than Death's Web, but it's just quite a bad unique, to be honest, so it's more or less just a trophy item, and that might be why that I forgot to showcase that. Oh, anyways, taking a look at the helmet, and you can see it's the sweet green cap that everyone loves, the Shaco. 2 to all skills, and you get that sweet life and mana pool, as well as some magic find. And then I used a socket quest to put a poison facet in it to increase the poison damage. So yeah, just a great helm over here. I guess you could also opt to go with maybe what is it called, Crown of Ages, to increase the or to reduce the physical damage even more, and then you could put 2 poison facet in that. But I just went with Shaco. This is my favorite helm for casters. Amulet is a Morris, and it's 1 point off of being perfect. So yeah, just a great old amulet, and I really need the all resistance, so yeah. And now taking a look at the armor, and this is the reason why I said that I went overboard with strength, because right over here I have an Enigma in an Archon plate that I just found the bear rune the other day, and was quite excited to finally have the runes to create the Enigma. And it's actually quite fun, because I've made a Phoenix, I've made, you know, Grief and Fortitude before I actually decided to make an Enigma at last. But yeah, like I said, found the bear rune the other day, and I already had the Yar since maybe a year or 2 back, so finally decided to make an Enigma. But for some reason I decided to put it in an Archon plate, and I don't know why, because I actually have like a Dusk Shroud that is perfect on the defense with that has 3 sockets. But I think I went with the Archon plate because yeah, it just looks better, I think. But that also means that I had to spend more points into strength, because when I switch over to my secondary weapon slot here, you can see that I actually lack the strength to be able to wear it. So I actually need to level up to level 91, so I can put 10 additional points here to be able to equip it when I swap weapon slots. So quite bad there on my part, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Taking a look at the shield slot, and you can see that this is the reason why I can equip it when I'm on my main weapon page over here, or the first weapon page, because it gives me 25 to strength, the Trang Owl shield. And I also have the 3-piece Trang Owl, so that I get that sweet minus 25 to enemy poison resistance, which helps boost the poison over damage quite a lot. Yeah, just great. Just an excellent 3 setup, because you realistically you also want the Trang Owl's gloves here anyways for faster cast rate, but more importantly for 25 to poison skill damage. So yeah, I just love having the 3-piece equipped, and that also means that if we take a look here at the Trang Owl belt, you can see that it has cannot be frozen, which frees up a ring slot so that I can equip 2 Bulkados here instead. Well, I guess cannot be frozen isn't really that important when you have Enigma, since you're teleporting most of the time anyways, but it does make a difference, I think. So yeah, just a great 3-piece overall. And taking a look at the boots, it's Marrowwalks with 20 to strength and 17 to dexterity. So quite the nice attribute boost, and you also get 2 to skeleton mastery. As for the charms, I've actually just found 2 skillers, 2 poison and bone skillers, and then the rest are just resistances charms, because I do lack resistances from gear pieces. So you can see that my resistances, while not perfect, is I guess they're decent. And necromancer is quite squishy, which is yet another reason why I would realistically want to make this in maybe a dusk shroud instead, so that I could put more points here into vitality instead. But yeah, that's just the way things go, I guess, when you find a rune and you're really excited to make something. So my bad. But hey, I don't think it will make or break the build. It's just quite the annoyance that when I swap weapons, I don't have the strength required to equip Enigma. Yeah, so just some resistances charms over here. Quite a lot of poison resistance charms, since I do have the Sundering poison charm to break poison immunities. And then I also have, yeah, I do have 2 life small charms over here as well. Now, as well as an Annie and a torch. So this torch is probably one of the better that I found. It's just 1 point from being perfect on the all resistances, but I get 20 to all attributes and 19 to all resistances. So quite a cool, perfect, almost perfect torch. And then an Annie. I found a soy. I think it's my 4th or 5th soy a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, decided to sell that one to make yet another Annie. And this one didn't roll very well, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Taking a look at the skill page, and we'll begin with the summoning skill page, I guess. I decided to put 20 harm points into Ray Skeleton, and taking a look at Skeleton Mastery, I have some points here as well. Now, when I level up further, I'm not sure where I will put the remainder points. I guess that I will be spending some points into golem mastery to increase the life and whatnot of Iron Golem. Since yeah, I would like to make an Iron Golem out of something really crazy one day. Maybe what is it? The Pride rune word to get that nice damage aura that will increase the damage of all the skeletons. But before I do that, of course, I wanted to make sure that he has enough life. And so I might be spending some points over here when I level up. But that's just a crazy dream that I have. So nothing that I'm looking at yet. I actually haven't an Iron Golem yet because my died recently, and as of right now, the most reasonable thing to do is just make Iron Golems out of things that you find along the way that you're really not using on any other character, and as well as what is it, the rune word that replenishes your mana. I don't recall the name, but it's a quite cheap rune word. And insight, sorry, it's insight. I guess would be reasonable, but I don't have the tile rune to make insight right now. So I'm just gonna do this for the video. I'm gonna make a Iron Golem out of this stone crusher. So not the best option, but it does have some crushing blow as well as minus target defense. So it might be okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Here goes nothing. Iron Golem. There we go. Going back to the skill page here. 1 point into revive. I guess if I want to do Uber at some point with this character. Obviously, I won't do it if I do an Iron Golem out of something crazy like Pride or something like that. But yeah, 1 point. It's not gonna make or break the build. Taking a look at the Poison and Bone skill tree. So max Poison Nova as well as the synergies. Yeah, since I want to make, I want to contribute with some damage. So this is not a pure summoner, obviously. And as for the curses, just 1 point into everything here to get down to low resist, so that it helps with the poison resistances on monsters, so I can deal more damage with Poison Nova. And yeah, I guess there's you could do a lot of variation to this build, but yeah. Sorry, I actually forgot to mention. There's a saying in Diablo 2 community that every necromancer is basically a corpse exploding necromancer, and while that is quite true, because this skill is just crazy overpowered, I actually just decided to spend 1 point over here. Because, yeah, I guess I wanted to make something semi-unique, even though, yeah, there really isn't so much variation to this, but at the end of the day, I guess I didn't want to rely on a corpse explosion. Excellent skill, and yeah. Anyways, I'm just rambling on and on about stupid stuff. I guess we'll take a look at some gameplay, and yeah, let's set it. Oh, you can see over there it's already set to player 5, and I will showcase this Poison Necro in I guess Chaos, because it's not quite as powerful as the other character that I've showcased, but it does fine in Chaos, so that is where we will be heading. Yeah, and I actually just remember that on my first video I got a comment saying that my in-game volume is way too high, and that is true, so I'm gonna put that down quite a bit, and hopefully this will help with hearing the voice over the in-game volume. So here we are at Chaos, and yeah, casting low resistances on the cow, and then I'm just poisoning over them, so that I can make some skeletons out of their corpses. And yeah, so this build is quite dependent on mana. This character uses a lot of mana, and yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna bring down the map. It's just something that I usually have up when I play. But it looks better on video not to have the map underneath my character. And yeah, I guess that I could put what is it? Amplify damage to increase damage, and then just corpse explode everything. So yeah, that is why everyone or Diablo 2 community calls the necromancer, every necromancer, basically a corpse exploding necromancer, because that skill is just so overpowered. And yeah, so I can cast amplify damage, and then I can teleport if I want to focus on one mob, telestomping, or I could poison over them as well. So this is a hybrid character. I don't want to be solely a SUMMONMANCER. I want to do some damage as well. And from what I understand, the Poison Nova Necromancer is actually better on single player because of a poison bug, something like that. That doesn't affect. It does affect single player, but not equally as bad as on multiplayer. And I'm not quite sure exactly how it works, but it has something to do with when you apply poison to targets, every other sources of attacks actually interrupts the poison damage, something like that. But yeah, like I said, it's apparently worse when you're playing online.
I am overburdened.
So this character is yeah, it's my childhood dream, I guess. I always wanted to have a I always wanted to have a poison necro that doesn't suck, and I guess I finally accomplished that. Even though it can get way better, it can get way better with Death Sweep. So maybe someday I'll be able to maybe make an update video if that's something you would want to see. When it gets even better, if I manage to find Death Sweep. And you see that most of the time I actually don't even, at least not on cows, I'm not even using amplify damage when I'm casting Corpse Explosion, because Corpse Explosion is just so overpowered anyways. And more points into Corpse Explosion only increases the radius of which the explosion can hit enemies. So it doesn't do more damage, it just increases the radius. So yeah, just a really fun build to play. This, along with my Destruction Druid, are my favorite builds in Diablo 2. And I would like to say that I've tried basically every build, at least every meta builds, or close to meta builds. Obviously I haven't tried something niche like a Poison Dagger Necro. I haven't tried that, but yeah, I've been playing, like I said in my first video, I've been playing Diablo 2 for, yeah, basically since it released back in 2000 or something. And so, at this point in time, I'm just hunting the uniques that I haven't found, like Death Sweep, and having a great time with some of the characters that I haven't played as much as others, which is one of them being the Poison Necro. Because Poison Necro, while it is very fun to play, I think it's very fun to play, it's also very gear dependent if you want to farm with it. So, oh, my Iron Golem is getting hit. Oh, he's okay, never mind. Maybe I should up to... Yeah, I want to do an experiment while we're recording here anyways. I'm gonna kill off every skeleton. Where is it? The summon skill. There it is. So, I'm gonna kill off the skeletons. And hopefully not hit Iron Golem, because I want to see if the Iron Golem actually... if it's even worth making the Iron Golem with that weapon, Stone Crusher or whatever it's called. I actually spawned another skeleton for some reason, and I'm sorry, I have to focus here because I don't want to. Oh wait, my Iron Golem is about to die. Okay. Anyways, there we go. So now I only have the Iron Golem left over here, as well as my mercenary, and we'll take a look if he actually can do some damage on player 5 cows. I don't think he will, because Iron Golem, it's just quite a bad golem, or it's a great golem, but it's bad for doing damage. That's my understanding to it, and we'll see if this theory checks out. If I go over here, or my mercenary, we can see that. What is he? Oh, he's hitting that cow now. Okay, and I have to tell it. Oh no! What am I doing? Oh, he almost died. Anyways, yeah, I'm just getting distracted and crazy over here, but so I'm not used to recording videos, obviously, and also English is not my what is it, mother tongue or whatever you're saying. I'm from Sweden, so yeah, talking while focusing on gameplay is quite hard. Let's see here. We have a cow for some reason, a revived cow, and I should have one more, I think, somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So I just wanted to see if the Iron Golem can actually do some damage, if it's even worth making out of a high damage weapon base. I don't think it is, and I've seen multiple videos demonstrating that already. But let's hear. Yeah, you can see it basically does no damage. Let's hear. Oh my God, mercenary! You're getting in the way of the golem. I want to see if the golem can do something. God damn. Let's hear. Okay. No, they're please. Please, Emilio, okay. No. 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 Oh, no. Bitch, connect. Okay. No, hit that one. Oh yeah. You can see. So there we actually got quite the easy to see hit from the Iron Golem, and yeah, it's not worth doing an Iron Golem out of a weapon with high damage. That's what I'm getting at, because Iron Golem is great, but it's more like a what you want to make an Iron Golem out of is giving them auras to help increase damages from skeletons and whatnot. So, you know, rumors like, I think Hustle and Beast would be a great option to make an Iron Golem out of if you can afford it. And I've actually done that at one point, but my Iron Golem died, and yeah, so Beast requires a Bear Rune. And if I hadn't done that, I would have my Enigma years ago, but so yeah, stupid on my part, but yeah, I've been playing this game for so long that at this point I'm just experimenting with some stuff at some points. And it's not always the best decisions that I make, but yeah. Anyways, this long video has gone on long enough, and I've showcased my necromancer, and yeah, crazy stuff. I hope you found this video interesting, and yeah, like I said, I'm a new content creator. I might be doing videos on some other game at some point, but as for now, it's just Diablo, and then, like I said in previous videos, potentially old school RuneScape. I have an Ultimate Iron Man in old school RuneScape. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Anyway, subscribe, rate, and comment, and share the video, and I don't know. Thank you very much for watching, anyways. And here's to, I guess, 10 views. Cheers, and hope you have a great day. Bye bye.